Mm-hmm. Hello there, Site 42 staff. Welcome to another Dr. Sherman's office hours. Of course, who am I? You know who I am. Do I know who I am? I am Dr. Theron Sherman. I am site director of this site. I am in charge of things, and I am absolutely in control of things. That is true and factual. Hello, yes, Dr. Theron Sherman, site director of Site 42 of the SCP Foundation. Yes, SCP Foundation. And my job here in this office hours stream is to educate you all, my staff members of the SCP Foundation, Site 42 specifically, but some of you not Site 42. Some of you are from Site 19 or Site 13, God rest you, or Site 43, which is very dope. Anyways, I'm here to educate you about the SCP Foundation's anomalies and staff members and greater universe to the best of my ability. And, okay, I see you, chat. I see you talking shit. And I will tell you, you're not wrong. Oh, why the glasses? Oh, is he high? Is he on SCP-420-J? Listen, did you see the video that I dropped today? Did you see that someone had a wise idea to give SCP-789-J, that's right, the butt ghost. Someone gave the butt ghost SCP-420-J, which I thought was a very fun idea. Except you see the butt ghost is linked to a toilet in the facility. And that toilet in the facility is linked to the plumbing system of the facility. So the very first time that the butt ghost coughed, the entire plumbing system of the facility at Site 42, the toiletry, the sinks, the chemistry sinks, the entire site just went and that good got spread throughout the facility. Listen, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's chill. Everything's cool. But I told the overseers we're going to need a minute. I told the overseers we're going to be okay. SCP-420 is especially potent, and it's especially good. And we're going to... Cyrus YouTube, thank you for being a member. But no, everyone cannot escape. No one can escape. Absolutely not, because that would not be chill. Oh, Zerdrin, you're right. We are all going to the commissary after this. But I am a professional. And this is a 3-hour live stream. We will not be leaving early. I am here for you to answer your SCP questions. And so, before I continue, Silent Follower, Aoki the Robloxian, you're not a demon anymore, you're a Robloxian? That's a strange up. Cyrus, Tretij Rebanak, Indecisive, Junior Researcher Alex, good to see you all in the chat. Thank you for being members. Meanwhile, Forest Eyes, Dr. Singer, Little Elven Vampire, and Amy Ellswick, good to see you in the chat. Just for being you. So yeah. Apparently we all needed a vacation, I guess. And the butt ghost plus 420-J was the way to do it. I guess we all needed to chill. That is the way that we're doing this. The Forest Eyes. Go Desk Go. I'll ask you though, is it allowed to add Dr. Sherman to SCP stories? Would I have to credit him? In the SCP universe, it is Creative Commons. You can use any SCP thing in any SCP thing as long as you credit it. And if it's on the SCP Wiki, you don't even got to be that credible. Like, for instance, Dr. Sherman doesn't have a wiki database page. I'm canon because I'm in the SCP-049 article and the SCP-7777 article. But other than that, I mean, who are you going to credit? Me at Site42? I guess, if you want to. But it's chill. Dr. Sherman is pretty much free to use most of the time. Oh, wow, the donos are coming in. I need to catch up and be a professional, I guess. Hello? What the hell do you mean, Sally, happy birthday? Is it Sally's birthday? Is that what we're doing? Junior Researcher Sally, happy birthday! On this, the finest 626. Congratulations on your birthday. It is an achievement when a member of the Foundation makes it a year around the planet. Trust me, many of our fallen envy you. So happy birthday to you! Jonathan, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a bag of Doritos on your way past the commissary. Honestly, I might go get some Doritos. It might be necessary to the stream. Dr. Sherman, I have unleashed the mind goblins on the world to give everyone minus those allergic peanuts. Dude, that's not chill. That's not cool. Why would you do that? Can you not? Just call him back and we'll call it even. We'll call it even. You don't even gotta. Just call him back. It's fine. It's fine. Junior Researcher Alex, thank you for your 3-month member message. Thank you for your membership and your service. Dr. Sherman, are you high again? You know, I'm feeling very called out, and I do not appreciate the starkness of your dialogue. Jonathan, I saw your message, and you're right. A worldwide D's nuts joke is exactly what the world needs at this point. So I approve the test. You know what? It's fine. The D's nuts is what the people need. That's what I understand in this exact moment of utmost clarity. Dr. Vidanya Sedaniel, I couldn't deny being of a higher elevation if I could. They gave the butt ghost the 420-J. The entire plumbing system of Site-42 is coughing the good. What am I supposed to do? I not breathe? I like oxygen. I like being alive. Thank you. My word. Also, Desk has a point. Let me just ask. What do you mean a mind goblin, Jonathan? What do you mean a mind goblin? That's even more conspicuous than your D's nuts across the world. Kyla, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself some Tuckies on your way past the commissary. Hi, Dr. Sherman. I brought SCP-999 back. Good. Very good. This is the kind of moment where we all need a little SCP-999, a little tactile grounding. If anybody wants if anyone wants me to go get SCP-999 from its cell for this, I will look for 5 subscriptions to Site42 to be donated. If there are 5 subs donated, I will leave you with Dr. Chair and go get SCP-999 from its cell. But I won't do it for less than 5 donations. Gifted. That is the kind of war against the white names, success of the green, the very 420-J names to happen. Dr. Puppeteer, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a peppermint candy on your way past the commissary. Dr. Sherman, are you okay? I hope you're not that high. Dr. Puppeteer. Listen, Dr. Puppeteer, we've all dealt with an SCP-420-J breach before. And that is how it goes. That is just how we understand it happens sometimes. And so we will persevere. We will all be fine. The good thing about SCP-420-J is it doesn't get you. But when you'll be fine at the end of it. You just gotta ride the wave. Kyla, thank you for donating again to repeat that you brought SCP-999 back. I told you, when we get 5 gifted memberships, I will go get SCP-999. But, hey, Chesta Factory, 2 donos of gifted memberships in. That is 2 out of the 5 I requested. 3 more. I'm keeping an eye on it. I'm not to that point in the chat yet, but I am seeing these things happen with my third eye. Clef, that's not a joke at your expense. I apologize. It was not racist against those of you with third eyes. I didn't mean it. Clef, please don't be mad. Gamer77, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself a brownie on your way past the commissary. I did spoil it with candy. You know what, at this point, 999 deserves everything you can get. It's going to have a long day. If we're all anomalously affected like this, then 999 is going to have to be well fed to survive the time. So I appreciate what you did. Chesta Factory, thank you for donating 2 memberships to the cause. 999 is 3 memberships away. Forstein, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a plate of nachos with queso on your way past the commissary. We need help at the high containment zone. SCP-682 is breached. Listen, you're harshing the vibe. What if you just led 682 to a bathroom stall where 789-J could cough the 420-J into 682's snout? That's a plan. Do it. It'll work, I guarantee. Gamer, thank you for donating a membership. You are 3 of 5. We are 2 memberships away. And I will go to get SCP-999 from its cell for a little visit with the stream. That's the rule. That's how I approve. Lost track think 100 boxes of candy. Kyla, I would be mad, except I'm physically incapable of being mad right now. What I do know is that you all saw nothing. And also that much candy is probably going to make SCP-999 very happy. Clef is chiming in. Yeah, well, I'm going to need all 3 eyes to see past all the bullshit you've been exposed to. Clef, be cool, bro. Be cool. Be cool, bro. Silent follower. What do you mean? First of all, thank you for your donation. First donation. Get yourself some ice cream nachos. You coined it, and now I'm very interested, as well as thank you for being a member. Ice cream nachos. I've never heard of this. Is this a thing that exists that I haven't heard of? Because I'm inventing it in my mind. Ice cream nachos is broken up waffle cones with the ice cream over it, with the toppings and the chocolate and the sprinkles. Is that a real thing? Has someone done that? Desk, a Choco Taco is not ice cream nachos. It's not the same, although they are in the same family. Did someone, who? Silent follower, where do you get ice cream nachos? For real? I'm very interested. Silent follower, you have to drop the lore. Who did this? I want it. Waffle cone chips with ice cream sundae on top that you can... What? That is incredible. I feel like I'm seeing a higher pataphysical level. I need to call the Department of Unreality and get them to clarify what is happening. Zerdrin, you're right. I can make it myself. I'm going to go to the commissary. I'm going to bring this to life. And in fact, you know what? We are 20 minutes into this 3-hour stream, and it's time for the ad break. The ad break is speaking to us, and this ad break is brought to you by the SCP IRL Meetup, the real life IRL, Tampa, Florida, July 25th, MetroCon, Tampa, Meetup. Did you know that we're doing it in real life? That we're going to be SCP Foundationing for real, not for play? Because MetroCon Tampa, wait, let me get you a headline. MetroCon Tampa, July 25th to 27th, and what is that? At 12 p.m. on Friday the 25th. Is it the SCP Foundation meetup hosted by Dr. Sherman from Site 42? It is that! From noon to 12:50. We have the double-sized panel room. We can fit like 100 people. So if you're anywhere on the East Coast and you want to come to see me and other SCP cosplayers, you should come to Tampa, Florida on July 25th at noon and see us. I am getting like a lot of merch from our friend of the channel, Toad King Studios. Toad King is sending me a bunch of merch. Some of it he is being a very generous friend in discounting. And some of it I am buying full price because I want the good shit. I refuse to be cheap because, honestly, I was getting a hotel room at the convention center hotel across the way, and that was going to cost me like $1,000. And I was like, for the SCP community, I'll do it, but it's going to hurt. And I don't need to because I got a panel. And so I'm going to put that into free merch. If you come to my convention panel at MetroCon, I will have patches and stickers and pins from Toking Studios. And there, I am giving away merch because MetroCon Tampa, SCP meetup, the first Site 42 meetup in person. I don't even know what's going to happen. It's going to be crazy, man. Kyla, thank you for donating again. I'm crazy enough, not sure the good gets me. You know, sometimes when you are already a very chill, the chill just brings you to normal. What do you mean you can get ice cream nachos at Buffalo Wild Wings, Desk? That's a thing that exists? I've never heard of that, and I want to meet it in person. I'd be very interested. 10 channel membership gifts, and I'll do a reading of gay homework on the Twitch after stream. You heard the Desk. We are 2 memberships from me going to go get SCP-999. They have to be gifted memberships. You can't join yourself. That's cheating, although I do appreciate you becoming members. But what I said was gifted memberships, and therefore I'm gonna follow the rules. We're part of the Foundation. I follow protocol, even if I just made it up on the fly. So 2 more gifted memberships, and I go get SCP-999. I'll leave you for Dr. Chair in the meantime. And 10 memberships total, so 7 left. And Desk will read today's gay homework on stream after the show. Kyla, thank you for donating again. Got family in Jupiter, Florida. Oh, Jupiter. I've been there before. Florida, not the planet. Although I have been to Jupiter, the planet. But no, we're talking about Florida right now. And yes, that's very cool. I don't know if that will help you get to MetroCon in Tampa, but if it does, then I'll see you back in there. Is a blinking painting a safe SCP? Where did that question go? Intern Absolute Cinema. If the painting, all it does is blink, then probably yeah, because it's not going to like try to escape. All a anomaly needs to do to upgrade to Euclid or Keter is be more difficult to contain. So if all it does is blink, then who cares, man? It's safe. It's very safe. It's not going to get away. I live 5 hours from Tampa. Smallish Games, I live in California. I am very far from Tampa. So you can find a quicker route, or you can figure out a way there. That's a time thing. Not that I'm actually pressuring you. Please don't think I'm actually pressuring you. I'm just riffing. We're all chill on the 420-J today. Thank you, whoever thought it was a good idea to give 420-J to 789-J, the butt ghost. Link to every plumbing line in Site 42. That was certainly a wise idea that I will not demerit them for later, he said sarcastically. Quasi Quafter, good to see you in the chat. Thank you for being an SCP author. Dope to have authors showing up in the chat. Saw Radiger's new video. Thought for sure that it would just be 12 minutes of Rad strangling me to death. What were your thoughts on it? First of all, I cannot for the life of me say enough. Rad succeeding is the pinnacle of what the SCP community content creators are capable of. Any SCP content creator on YouTube should be lucky to be half as skilled as Radiger. That video is fire. I have personally listened to it 5 to 10 times for fun. I'm not joking. This is not part of the bit. I have listened to that video 5 to 10 times for fun because Radiger is the funniest of us, is the cleverest of us. You come to Site 42 for quality over quantity. I am here and I love the community and I will help you, but you go to Radiger for the opposite. I will show up once every 3 months to a year and it will be the most banger of bangers. I am here simply to hype people like Radiger. So, that video fucks hard. It's so good. I have a personal moment because I was here for the 2018 Radiger. No, not the 2018 Radiger. I was here for the 2018 Pride battle over 2721 and the Pride Month logo. And it has left the PTSD in me. I am a broken man because of the multiple tiers of Reddit fights I got into. I was naive and thought that you could argue on the internet and change people's minds. I tried to convince people that the Pride logo wasn't a big deal. I tried to convince people that actually artists should be able to share their identities in their work. I tried to convince people that 2721 is actually a really good fucking article, and the only people who didn't like it were douchebag Nazis and idiots who didn't read the article but believed douchebag Nazis. And, I was right, but I cannot convince enough people that I was right because that's not how the internet works. And I learned that lesson. And I didn't learn that lesson because I keep trying. I keep trying. Even though I know it won't work. I keep trying. I won't stop trying. We can make the world a better place somehow. Sorry to trauma dump, Crazy Crafter. Long story short, too late. Radiger's Victor video is awesome. Everyone should watch it 9 times. And yeah, even if Radiger's video was 12 minutes of strangling you to death, you deserve it. I deserve it. We all deserve to be murdered by Radiger because they deserve to continue the legacy of all of us because they are the smartest and wisest of us all. And also, out of character, it is a very good video, and it brings to light a lot of things that people mistake about writing that they should know about. Okay, back to the bit. Dr. Alpha, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself some ice cream nachos on your way past the commissary. Apparently, they exist. Man, I told you it'd be great, man. Everyone's feeling good today, Dr. Alpha. I don't disagree. It's just that we're supposed to be professional here. We're supposed to be the adults in the room compared to the other GOI. And we look really silly when we're all at a higher elevation than we should be. Like Zoink Scoob. Kyla, thank you for donating again. I got a YouTube channel and an old one. I hit Springtrap while in Plague Doctor costume. Well, I hear Springtrap deserves to be hit, so I'm fine with it. Reaper, you can of course use Dr. Sherman in any SCP story or tale or article that you're making. Creative Commons is lovely that way. Cyber Scorpion just sent a Site 42 gift membership. That means we are one gifted membership from me going to go get SCP-9 for a visit. Oh, he did it. They did it. Cyber Scorpion did it again. Make sure you thank Gamer and Cyber Scorpion for the gifted memberships, by the way. But I have now been tasked by my own betting to go get SCP-999 to visit with the chat. So just let me finish this with James. Thank you for your first donation. Grab yourself a cup of coffee at the commissary. We all need it. Hello, Dr. Sherman. It's hot down here in Tejas. Also, there's a tiny SCP-173 hanging out on my model railroad. Send help. It killed one of my steam engines. Listen. First of all, I'm sorry for the heat wave in Texas. I wish they would work out their power grid issue. They try to be independent, but they're not good enough to do it. Hashtag not talking about politics on stream. Hashtag okay, I did, I'm sorry. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. Hashtag you saw nothing. Okay, before I get on to the next donos that have been given, I was tasked to go get SCP-999 by the gifted donos. Now remember, if you gift 5 more donos, bringing the total to 10, then Desk has to read the gay homework on stream. So if there are 5 more memberships, Desk will have to read the gay homework on stream after we're done. So, yeah, you saw nothing. I'm going to go get SCP-999. In the meantime, be nice to Dr. Chair. Dr. Chair does not handle SCP-420-J very well. Be nice to Dr. Chair. Do not make Dr. Chair paranoid. It will not be very helpful. Bye! All right. You were nice to Dr. Chair, yes? You were cool? You did not make Dr. Chair super paranoid while I was gone? Is that fine? I like the music. Well, Dr. Singer, we are currently listening to Special Spotlight by Kevin MacLeod on the album Purple Galaxy. It's on Spotify. You can check it out. You were surprised by Dr. Chair's favorite SCP? You've never told me your favorite SCP. I want to know. Desk, you say that you're going to have to do the reading? I don't see another 5 donos for that. We only got 5. You asked for 10. I'm going to keep it honest to the chat. I'm not going to let you give it away. Oh, no. My thing just refreshed. I see the 5 now. Okay, yes. You're going to be reading. My browser just refreshed. Yes. Chris the Dire Wolf Boy, thank you for gifting 5 memberships and making Desk read the gay homework on Twitch after today's stream. So keep track of that. If you're not familiar, the Desk SCP on Twitch is where you will be seeing the gay homework read for real. For real? Yeah, for real. All right, let me get these donuts. These donuts. Let me get these donuts. Let me get these donuts real quick, and then I'll bring SCP-999 on. So, I'm going to pin Desk's Twitch for the meantime until we get to gay homework. So, donos while I was gone. Jonathan, thank you for donating again. My dog, Theron She-Man. Theron She-Man. I see what you did there. That's not bad. Note to self to actually kick gamers against weed from our servers. Help, I accidentally summoned a lemon. Listen, every group of interest spies on each other, and we know this. Every group of interest has double agents and triple agents and secret people here and there. We cannot banish the gamers against weed from our database. We've tried, and their cognitohazards are too dank. And so it's bad. We just need to roll with it as long as they're not making too much of a mess. That's all. Chris the Dire Wolf Boy, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself an entire bag of Fritos on your way past the commissary. The T-Rex in the Kentucky ballistics is an anomaly. It was shot with a bolt from a crossbow, survived, absorbed the bolt, and then had the bolt come out of its butt. Came out of its butt. Okay, yeah, that's very anomalous. Let's get a containment cell for that. But yeah, that's good. Jessica Scarlett, first time I've seen that name. Thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a chocolate and vanilla brownie, otherwise known as a blondie, on your way past the commissary. SCP-096 has breached containment. I repeat, SCP-096 has breached containment. He has an AK. Wait. No. 096 is an it. Its pronouns are it. It is an anomaly. It is not a human. It is an object. It is an it. Please practice proper pronoun parlance protocols at the Foundation. Thank you. Meanwhile, 096 doesn't use guns. Are you sure that isn't just a skinny white boy who's quirked up with the sauce with an AK-47? We need to confirm that, please. Hello. Thank you, Fire Lily, for subscribing to Site 42. Welcome to staff. Good to have you. And, Kyla, thank you for donating again. Tagged you and Desk on the post. The post? I don't remember being in the newspaper. Maybe Desk will find that. But apparently I stunned Desk with my Shaggy Rogers impression. Like Zoink Scoob. I could really use a sandwich around now. Matthew Lillard, Shaggy Rogers, William Afton, King of Kings. Oh, and let's not forget Scream, please. Let's not forget Scream, please. Time check, Frogman, time check. We are 40 minutes into this stream, which means we are 2 hours and 20 minutes from the end of stream. Spin the pen, James Hall. I got you. Whoa. It's all over the place. Goes the other way. Oh no, the intense music is coming in. This is serious business. Serious spinning. Other hand. I have two hands. And they can both spin both ways. Yes. The pen is too powerful. Polybius, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. You saw nothing. All right, that's enough of that. Chill out, please. Chill out. I gotta refresh the browser because I know some things have come through that I don't see. Jessica Scarlett, thank you for donating again. Something okay. So as a walking doll with sharp teeth that opens every 2 seconds like it's kind of a black hole, sucks everything. Is that a problem? That sounds like a very big problem. I would want that thing in a box. And a box that can withstand gravitational forces of black holes. That would make me happy. If it were contained, please. Mittens31, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself a big bowl of M&Ms, but with all the brown ones taken out, on your way past the commissary. Does the SCP Foundation support autism? Are you kidding? How do you think we find everyone who works for us? Who do you think writes for the wiki? The only thing we don't support is Autism Speaks, because apparently that group is really bad about actually supporting people with autism. Meanwhile, people with autism are probably the most prerequisite order of being an SCP researcher or fan, to my knowledge. Wait. This moment. Holy shit. Junior Researcher Sally, I saw your message in chat. And it's time, people. It's time to raise the colors. Raise the colors on Dr. Sherman Pirate Pride Flag. Honey, wake up. New Sally Doodle just dropped. Your damn right, Frogman. Dr. Redacted says piracy is a crime. Remember, the Foundation is a non-governmental entity. We are a private organization that works outside the law. The Foundation are criminals. That is why, when you saw a multi-universal fight between foundations, that it turned out we all made flying pirate ships and fought each other. Sally, thank you for this special request. I appreciate it a lot. And I'm glad the chat is as emphatic as they are in your support. Silent Follower, thank you for donating. Is this your first donation of the day? Or is this a second one? I'm not able to keep track for various reasons that I will not admit to on stream as a professional. Love the vibes today, Lamau. Grab yourself some Flamin' Hot Cheetos at the commissary and enjoy. It's good vibes all the way today. I believe it. Kyla, thank you for donating again. I am autistic. Well, it seems like you found yourself in the right fandom, I guess. Jessica Scarlett, thank you for donating again. What should I do with the black stick that I am at a yellow room my friend called the back rooms? What should I do? with the black stick that I am at a yellow room. You need to hook up with one of our double agents with an async to get out safely. That's a very dangerous place to be. Make your best way. VW, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself just a whole handful of Skittles on your way past the commissary. What is the most useless anomalous organization? Don't say the UIU, that's too easy. Damn it, you got my answer. It was a good question. You got me. You got me for sure. The most useless or anomalous organization besides the UIU? Let me pull up the group of interest list. Group of interest. Alexa University, Ambrose Restaurants, Anderson Robotics, Arcadia, Arbicoya, Black Queen, Chicago Spirit. If I want a useless organization. Parawatch. The Parawatch Wiki is a useless organization by definition. They are literally a... Okay, Zuri Luz, you've interrupted me, but you've interrupted me in a very prominent manner, and I'm interested. I think the vibe could be immaculate. Oh, that is a good vibe. Oh man, you were right. That was a good choice. I needed that right now. What the hell was I even talking about? Yes, Parawatch Wiki is the most useless because they are just a creepypasta web board talking about anomalies that they may or may not have witnessed. They're basically just writing creepypastas but pretending they're real. So the Parawatch Wiki is the most useless group of interest besides the UI useless. And honestly, probably the UI useless is less useless than the Parawatch Wiki. At least the UIU is part of the US government and they can do things. Meanwhile, the Parawatch Wiki is an utterly useless group of interest. Although, if you enjoy creepypasta, the Parawatch Wiki is the group of interest most like writing classic creepypasta on the SCP Wiki. So they're actually really fun. I have videos on the channel reading Parawatch Wiki stories because they are super fun. So yeah, Charger, if you need to see that, go to the Parawatch Wiki on the SCP Wiki. Parawatch Wiki is great. They are a great group of interest. Doesn't stop them from being useless though. Chris the Dire Wolf, boy, thank you for your first actual donation to today's stream. Yeah, no, okay, it's your second one. Cool. Still get some snacks if you want it from the commissary, yo. So, do you have an SCP for Men's Mental Health Month? Huh. Men's Mental Health Month on the SCP Wiki. Give me a moment to think. I've got some ideas about this. Oh. Desk is giving me a secondary level of the membership gifting. If we get 10 total memberships gifted, Desk will read the gay homework on stream. And if you get 15 total gifted memberships, then Desk will read it on stream as Clef. So Clef will read it for 15 total subs, of which I still believe we're at 5. So that means 10 more gifted subs. So the battle of the green names against the white names continues. Yeah, we are 5 gifted memberships from Desk reading it on stream, and 10 from Clef reading it on stream. I will keep track, and so is Desk keeping track. So, Men's Mental Health Month on the wiki. So, I'm going to be honest with you. As a avid Pride Month enjoyer and supporter, honestly, it's been a little hard for me to deal with... Well, fuck whatever I was saying. Chris the Dire Wolf Boy, thank you for donating 20 memberships at once. You only needed to do 10, but you did 20. So now, Desk, you heard the public, and by the public, I mean Chris the Dire Wolf Boy, along with Gamer77 and Cyber Scorpion. Clef is reading today's gay homework after I leave. So, make sure you thank Chris the Dire Wolf Boy if you got one of the memberships. The battle against the white names is ever present, and Chris the Dire Wolf Boy is one of our strongest warriors of the day. You made Desk spit out his soda. You made Desk do a spit take. Congratulations. I would actually like to see that have happened. Okay, where was I? First of all, I'm going to answer Chris's dono since that was where I was at. As a Pride Month enjoyer, as a Pride Month supporter, and remember, regular Sherman is cishet. Dr. Sherman is ace, but regular Sherman is cishet. I'm just an ally, that's all. I find it kind of infuriating in the beginning when Men's Mental Health Month came up as a talking point, because it sounded like it was being used as a counter to Pride Month. Because being open and honest here, I've been told many times, why do you support Pride Month? Shouldn't you support veterans? By people who don't actually support veterans. I've been told, why do you support Pride Month when X could be done? When they're not doing anything to help. Everyone should choose their charity to help. And you can help multiple charities. It's just many of us don't get a lot of... We don't have a lot of money in the world. So we have to do our best to support who we can. And due to my connections with the theater community and a lot of LGBTQIA people, I support that group outright. And it's hard to deal with that they don't get enough support, and they especially get tamped down on by the government. So when Men's Mental Health Month came up this month, I was like, oh, is this another problem? And Elvind-Al, thank you for being a new member, I guess, thanks to the gifteds. Why not support mental health and pride? That's what I'm getting to. It seems, for once, that this is not a thing trying to be held in opposition to pride, which makes my heart soar. I would love to support men's mental health. I really support it. And I support veterans too, don't get me wrong. I support all these things. It's just that I can't support them all at once. And so I've made a choice to support the thing I do at the time. And, hold on. Doc Sherm, do you remember the keychains prototype I sent last time? I wondered, do you have your permission to get it since it's using your likeness? Junior Researcher Sally, please make those keychains. Do it, you have my permission. Dr. Sherman is Creative Commons just like the rest of the wiki. Sell them, make some bank if you can. If you want to donate to some me at the tail end, that's not even required, but I'd appreciate it. But most of all, you have my permission to use it no matter what you do. Dr. Sherman's up for grabs. Creative Commons, SCP rules, we know it. So yeah, back to what I was saying, just being a little serious for a moment. Maybe I'm a little highly elevated. Yeah, men's mental health is very important. Women's mental health is very important. Everyone's mental health is very important. It annoys me that people don't pay enough attention. And honestly, I was just going to tweet about this earlier. One problem we have is that we have a male loneliness epidemic, which I say in quotes because the people who say it are really rude and liars about trying to help it. You get Andrew Tate, that guy's a dickbag who's making men more antisocial, who's making them less likely to have friends. Meanwhile, I'm here I'm just like, hey, go learn to dance. Go do some theater. Don't use charisma as a dump stat. Go out and socialize. Learn to share your emotions. You learn to have fun with other people. I am not a part of the men's mental health loneliness epidemic. I'm actually living my best life because I learned that charisma is not a dump stat. You can go compliment people. You can go make friends. Most of the problem is that people are told to be loners, to be alpha wolves, and that just makes you sad and aggressive. Why would you want to be sad and aggressive? It sounds lame, bro. It sounds like loser behavior. Maybe if you spent money on not giant infinity cars, you don't need 20 Bugattis. You could buy 10 of your friends a very fancy dinner and have a good ass time. And then you'd have friends instead of cars. And you know what? I like friends instead of cars. Unless we're in the Cars universe, because the cars can be your friends. And that is also super cool, I guess, because your friends are your cars. But yeah, this is just my 420-J enhanced rant on why men's mental health is awesome. And I am very mentally well because I don't use charisma as a dump stat. I work in a community and have friends, and I feel honestly great most of the time. Maybe the alphas should shut the fuck up and make some goddamn friends. Also, off-topic SCP recommendation for this men's mental health thing. Josh Johnson, stand-up comedian, just dropped a video called "This TikTok Challenge is Accidentally Healing Men." And you should watch that if you're at all concerned about men's mental health and friendship making. Because Josh Johnson's right, and I'm right, and the manosphere can suck the Yule Man's butt. 4666 is coming for them, and I will not save them. Junior researcher HLG, you are right. Damn, Dr. Sherman, you have a very strong opinion on this. I do. I think that the fact that we have been stemming the arts budgets from schooling and only focusing on STEM, and all of a sudden we still have the worst outcome in education compared to the rest of the world, we're doing something wrong, and I think it's we're not teaching our people to be people. We're not teaching our men and women to be artists and creative thinkers. We're trying to turn them into worker robots. And it's a problem. Yes, overseers, I said it. My theater program for the foundation is important. You're rocking that shirt, King Duma. Thank you. And I know some of you had noticed the Snorlax shirt. Snorlax is the best Pokemon. If I see 20 more gifted memberships, I will go get my Snorlax plushies to show the chat. 20 more gifted memberships, I will go get my Snorlax plushies to show the chat. Because I am the #1 Snorlax fan. All right, my rant is over. I'm going to get back to the donos while I look out for membership donos. And thank you, all of you Snorlax fans, and Chris the Dire Wolfboy especially. Thank you for your donation to clarify that you both agree with what I'm saying and thanking me for it. Even when, I'm not going to get into it. I've had a long enough rant. I was getting onto the donos. I will not be distracted by politics one more minute. I will get back to work. It will be good. It'll be fine. Ooh, you're going to get me red and misty. I'm going to be fighting for it. Oh, and Joe's Milk, thank you for gifting 1 membership. I'm counting that toward the 20. So it's 19 memberships left. Silent Follower, thank you for donating again. Wish I could. Spicy food upsets my stomach. I'll stick with the previous statement of ice cream nachos. Hell yeah, ice cream nachos. Kyla, thank you for donating again. It's a link to the video I tagged it on Twitter. I saw Desk gave me some things. When I get to the end of the donos, I will check the Discord links. Desk is apparently on the task. Jonathan, thank you for donating again. Also, Dr. Sherman, turns out Async refused to be bought our Get the Boys, We're Going to War. No, Async is not that small. It would take a lot of resources to absorb them forcefully. Are you sure? I mean, I would give an Async guy a black eye, no problem. I am salty with their lack of professionality containing the back rooms, but oh, that's intense. Give me more warning. I need to rally the troops. Karai Jireon, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a beef jerky on your way past the commissary. Chris the Direwolf Boy, thank you for donating again just to laugh at Desk having to do Clef reading of gay homework. Also, technically, we only needed 10 and you donated 20. And then Joe's Milk donated 1. So I'm going to say 9 more memberships to me going to get Snorlax plushies to show off my actual hardcore fandom of Snorlax. So that is 9 donations of memberships left. I'm being kind. Jessica Scarlett, thank you for donating again. I just burned down the back rooms, and the one thing I have to say, bro, is on the back room is no longer exist. Yeah, I mean, you might have gotten 1 wing, but the back rooms is like the SCP-3008 Infinite IKEA. Pretty infinite, so I doubt that would be effective for the whole thing. Chesta Factory, thank you, first of all, for donating and being a member. Grab yourself whatever the hell you want at the commissary for reminding me to check the Ko-Fi. Because I did see the notifications and I got super distracted. I was on a rant. I have been known to do that. I'm refreshing the Ko-Fi right now, and then I will see what was donated there. I appreciate you reminding me. I got a refund yesterday so I can afford a few donos. Also, Site 88 is getting Chinese for dinner in Commissary A. I would head down to join, but I can't afford it right now. Dude, due to your donations today and your reminder, you have my staff food card for the Chinese at the commissary. Just put it on my tab. They owe me. So yeah, take my badge, go get yourself some Chinese food. It's on me today, buddy. Mine Wolf, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself a plate of chicken wings with some blue cheese dressing on your way past the commissary. Mine Wolf, Dr. Sherman, stop trying to box me for shopping at SCP-3008 for furniture casually. It's not that crazy. It is an infinite labyrinth of furniture that the door moves and you can't leave. If you can leave successfully, we need to box you, and we need to study you, and you need to tell us how you're getting out. That is all. You know it. Where is that message? 007N7. You're asking, are IKEA plushies SCPs? And what I'm saying is no. That there is no SCP of the IKEA plushies on the database. But there is a blahage on the Shark Punching Center wiki. SPC 3008, Shark Class Hammerhead, Punchability Class Firm, C-Level Classification. It is the Shark Punching Center invading IKEA because they need to punch the blahages. So SPC 3008 is literally blahage. So while no SCPs are, the Shark Punching Center is all over it. Enjoy it. Parawatchers is definitely for people like me. Also, I cloned 207 a bunch of times from my mini fridge. Doesn't 207 kill you? Are you endangering your life? Although I'm glad you are here for the Parawatch Wiki, I've always thought it deserves more love. So I am glad that I was able to recommend it to you and you enjoy it. Oh no. Chris the Dire Wolf Boy, what did you do? You donated 10 memberships. That's what you did. And because of your previous generosity and Joe's Milk, I said that you only needed 9, and you donated 10. Oh my God. Okay. Before I go get the Snorlaxes, which Chris the Dire Wolf Boy, thank you for doing so, and I appreciate it. Project Unfarmed, thank you for your first donation of the stream that I've seen, as well as being a member. Grab yourself some Tapatio Doritos, the best flavor of Doritos, on your way past the commissary. And let me answer your donation post-haste because I have feelings about it. You said the back rooms are also CC'd by SA30 according to their own website. I don't think that's actually true or legal. And I'm saying this in complete darkness that I don't know what's going on, that I could be completely wrong, but I'm guessing and I want someone to tell me the answer. I want to find out the answer. I don't know that the people who made the Backrooms Wiki on Wikidot, which is a parallel to the SCP Wiki, I don't know that they're legally allowed to release the Backrooms by CC. Because, what do you mean? Did you write the Backrooms? Do you have permission of the original creator to release their work via Creative Commons? I feel like maybe they just jumped the gun on that. That they decided they were going to make their own Backrooms and release it CC, but are they the people? All right, Charger. Charger is saying the Backrooms are confirmed to be CC. Okay, I want more info. I'm very interested. I need to look into this a little bit. I'm curious. I was worried. I was very worried. Because, yeah, I don't know who the person who made the Backrooms released that. I know Kane Pixels has a movie going on with A24, and a lot of people won't touch a CC property. They want it to be owned by somebody to answer. I just got told yesterday by Charger that that Dead by Daylight won't touch SCP because it's Creative Commons. So why is A24 willing to go with Backrooms? You see, Charger, you're saying because it's from 4chan and there's no owners, it's officially CC. That's not actually true. That's not actually true. You can post something on 4chan and still own it. Slenderman, the Something Awful Forum creator, that is owned by the person who made it. And the Slenderman owner has to release it to things. Now they can release it for whatever license they want, but they have to be part of that process. SCP is released via Creative Commons, so we don't need to be part of that process. It's like a whole legal thing. Wow. I'm gonna get a headache just talking about it. So yeah, long story short, as I made myself tired, ranting for so long, my energy levels are falling. Now you've made me want to look into the legal issues of the Backrooms Wiki so I have full knowledge. Because I know that Dead by Daylight won't mess with SCP because there's no sole owner and there's Creative Commons. And I thought the Backrooms was a similar situation, but not. I know Slenderman is still under the owner, really. Now I really need to find out what's going on. Okay, hell. Here's the deal. I owe you guys 2 visits. I owe you a visit from 999, and I owe you a visit from my Snorlaxes. So, I'm going to start with the 999s, because I got them earlier and I forgot to bring them out. So, SCP-420-J fam, here is the Sticky Icky 999. What if there was a little sticky icky boy? And he was very cute and gurgly. Oh, oh, oh. And he was just a little good boy. And he had a very nice texture. He was very soft, but firm in the right ways. He's a little squishy here. He got a little squish squish, but he's also a little soft, a little slimy, but it's fine. He's a good little goo boy. But on top of which, it turns out that in the multiverse and pataphysical levels of the SCP Foundation, there's more than one SCP-999. Did you know that? Did you know there's more than one? Because over here... Okay, I lied. This one isn't 999. It's just a marketable plushie. It's just a marketable plushie of SCP-999 that you can get at the scpstore.org, friends of the channel who run good SCP merch stores. And so this one is very soft and squishy and has a little beanbag butt. You can hear the... SCP-999 butt ASMR. That is what we have devolved to here, thanks to the combination of SCP-789-J and SCP-420-J. Okay, that was the 999 visitation, but Heshwishi, yes, I can see the chat. I am right here with you guys. I'm talking to you in real time. Do not doubt my might. So now I'm going to have to leave you with Dr. Chair for one more moment so I can get a hold of the Snorlaxi. So I'll be right back. Okay, you did not traumatize Dr. Chair, right? Dr. Chair is still working on its constitution when it comes to 420-J. So that is, we need to make sure we don't harm Dr. Chair's fragile psyche. Holy shit, desk. I see your message and I will share it as soon as I'm done with this segment. So, first of all, before the Snorlaxi come out, here is the Munchlax. This is a handcrafted Munchlax that means a lot to me. It came from a very person I care about, and it is a handcrafted Munchlax. It is very cute. When I play Pokemon Sun, I got the special edition where you got Munchlax as your starter. And so I am a Munchlax Snorlax stan by right. And then later on, another person who I cared about greatly took that crocheted Munchlax and they decided, oh, well, you have a crocheted Munchlax. Why don't I crochet you a fucking Snorlax? This thing is massive. This thing is massive. If I sit it on my lap, it is my size. Not only, whoever said that must have taken forever, Joe's Milk, not only are you right, but somehow they crocheted this in my own house because we were roommates. And I didn't notice. I would walk through the room and they would hide it under a blanket. And I just never noticed this happening. Snorlax. And finally, that wasn't the only Snorlax. I don't even know how I'm going to fit this one in frame. Ugh. You can't even see me. You can't even see me right now. I don't exist behind this Snorlax. He's so big. My boy. My boy. Desk. You say you should need the Snorlax beanbag. My professional dream has been to get stupid rich enough in film just to have a reason to buy one of those Snorlax beanbag chairs. But they stopped selling them because I did not get rich and famous soon enough. So I'll just have to get one custom made somewhere. But I'm doing it one day. That is the one frivolous purchase I want in life. Stupid. Some people want Bugattis. I just want a frickin' Snorlax beanbag chair from like Lovesack. A bougie beanbag chair. And to take us on one more round of Pokemon trainers as SCP researchers before we move on, well, I've been having a Snorlax moment here. Desk has shared with me that Desk is a Cubone stan. And that is a very large Cubone as well. All right. Now, there's some art that Desk has in this chat for me that I need to share. So first of all, someone shared this. Desk. Who shared this? Question mark. Reply. Reaction. The one I just gave the rock hands to. Who shared that? While you're doing that, this is the art of Chaos Goblin Dogs, who made art of their dog hanging out with SCP-999. And I cannot imagine a better friend for a good boy than a good slime boy. So, that's good stuff. Meanwhile, all right, Desk doesn't even know who this is from. Someone sent it to them through Tumblr on a DM. Whoever this is, your art is a 999 with like these sketch lines and little octopus tendrils. That's a cute way to do it. And there's like a cherry and candy in there. So the boy is well fed. We're all down with that. We all approve. Hey, Dr. S, I was waiting till you popped up on my shorts feed. I just wanted to say that the radio production I did is now on YouTube. The SCP-1731, I would have said the channel, but I don't know if it's against the rules. This is your one shot where I say, yes, you can share the channel. Share it now before I change my mind. Bob Bibb, share the channel before I change my mind. Radio plays are my shtick. You can look at my podcast for that information very strongly. So share it before I change my mind. Meanwhile, thank you for your indulgence in a whole lot of 999 and Snorlaxing. And appreciatedly to all of those who donated memberships to make those goals happen, especially you, Chris the Dire Wolf Boy, who did the most to do that. Your service is well respected. The battle against the white names continues in earnest. And now, I need to catch on donos real quick before it's gay homework time, because it's almost gay homework time. So let me catch up on the donos. Dr. Puppeteer, thank you for donating again. As well as being a member, grab yourself a Blintz on your way past the Commissary. Out of character, hello again. I'm laughing as I'm typing this. I have a question. If the O5 Council gives you a vacation, where would you go? Where would I go on vacation? I'll tell you where I would go on vacation. I would go to MetroCon 2025 in Tampa, Florida, where Dr. Sherman is holding a panel on the SCP Foundation meetup hosted by Dr. Sherman from Site 42 in panel room 124 to 25, the extra large open space at 12 p.m. on Friday, July 25th. I'm going on vacation. The overseers are paying for it. And if you are in the Southeast, then maybe you should be there to visit as we celebrate the SCP Foundation, a place where a bunch of people may or may not know what that is. We will drag them kicking and screaming into the fandom because we will be there in real life. They cannot refuse our invitation. We're like the opposite of a vampire. Instead of having to be invited in, when we invite you, you have to come in. Has anyone ever done that? I'm not familiar with that as a piece of lore in any Anomalous fandom. If you are invited, you have to come. I think we just invented something here. And what we invented was the SCP fandom. Project Unfarmed. Cons work in that you buy a day ticket or a weekend ticket, and you're allowed to go to everything there that day or weekend that you bought. So that is the situation. You're allowed to... If you come to the day, you can come to the panel. If you come to the weekend, you can come to the panel and more. Thank you for setting me up with that perfect question about my vacation so that I could answer it so well, Dr. Puppeteer. I appreciate you. Cyber Scorpion, thank you for donating to request that I pull out 999. I'm sorry it took so long. Someone gave the butt ghost, SCP-789-J, a heaping dose of SCP-420-J. And the whole site is at a higher elevation than we were previously. It turns out that the butt ghost was connected to the whole plumbing of the site, which means that every time it coughs up some 420-J, all of the sinks and all of our toilets cough out the good. And we're all managing. Kyla, thank you for donating again. I'm going to catch a Snorlax and name it Dr. Sherman. Oh! Bless! That's so cute! Chris the Dire Wolf Boy, thank you for donating again. Only the back rooms on the wiki is Creative Commons according to the internet. I mean, that makes sense. They've kind of got their own thing coming that they can release. They can't release the whole back rooms, but they can release maybe their little corner. Maybe that's what they're doing. Onyx the Wondermoth, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself a rum cake on your way past the Commissary. I've returned from Starfall City under the pretense that I am now a member, it seems. Have you seen the location by chance? It's splendid. I am unfamiliar with Starfall City, but let me pull it up on the database and see if I can find a photo. A wiki of Ice and Fire. Starfall City. All right, so I got a whole bunch of photos of Starfall City here. And, hold on. Puma, GTVR, and Dr. Pepperman, welcome to Site 42 Seth. Thank you for subscribing. So this is Starfall City by day. And this is Starfall City by night. And I think those are very, very beautiful. I think I want to go on a vacation of my own there sometime. I have to go soon, but I want to stay for the gay homework. Junior Researcher ALG, we are 4 minutes from gay homework. We are almost there, I promise you. We are, time check, 85 minutes in, and at the 90-minute mark, we do gay homework. So we are coming in quick on the gay homework. Don't you worry. I'm trying to finish the donos I missed before that. SCP-4521 in your universe. Thank you for your first donation and for being a member, even if you won't fricking scream. Sorry I'm late. Ironically enough, I was busy at IKEA. Well, at least it was a normal IKEA that did not trap you in an infinite universe of IKEA. That's at least good for you. Whew. Coffee, save me. Damn you all. Damn you all is what I have to say. Junior Researcher Sally is hitting us hard today in the memes. You're all terrible, and I love you. You're monsters. Adorable monsters. Chris the Dire Wolf Boy, thank you for donating again. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the morning light. And he's gotta be strong, and he's gotta be sure, and he's gotta be fast from the fight. These aren't the words, but I haven't been in that musical since college. But I know that it's good, and I know that it's dope, and it was really cool when it was Shrek. Hell yeah, in Shrek. Okay, everyone. The time check. We are at 90 minutes out of a 3-hour stream. And that means, oh, you know what that means. That means it's time for gay homework. That's right, desk. It is time for gay homework, otherwise known as the Site 42 Pride Month recommendation. The Pride Month recommendation is up and running, and before I recommend today's article, let's talk about yesterday's article. What was yesterday's article? Did you read it? Yesterday's Pride Month rec, otherwise known as gay homework, was a tale called That 420-J is still in the air. We're doing our best, people. We're doing our best. It was called Old Faces, New Foes. And it is a tale. Well, there's a lot to say about this tale. I hope you enjoyed it. It's honestly kind of a slice of life. It's very simplistic because it's the start of a series. And so you're not going to get a lot of deep lore here. This is supposed to whet your appetite to get you to want to read more. Because this is one piece in one series in one canon. So this is the cellular view of a body of work. Old Faces, New Foes. It's Pride Month rec because it is just a good gay couple being gay, being a couple. We love that. We love characters doing their thing. But on a higher level, this is a part of the Resurrection, His Will Be Done series, which has our heroes, intrepid as they are, investigating a new form of SCP-093, the Red Sea object. So it's part of a series of a group of characters investigating an anomaly, a classic anomaly. And also, these people are members of Mobile Task Force Alpha 9, codename Last Hope. And you may remember that as these are the people who took over when Mobile Task Force Omega 7, the Anomalous Mobile Task Force, was broken up. So this is the new iteration of the Anomalous Mobile Task Force storyline. But not even just that. This is the Resurrection canon. And the Resurrection canon is the new SCP community trying to remake the old school, the old school storyline of the original universe of the SCP community. Back when it was just one storyline, before there is no canon. So the Resurrection storyline / canon is trying to refurbish the original version of the SCP canon storyline, and the Resurrection His Will Be Done is a story within that universe of the original storyline refurbished by the Resurrection canon. So there's so many layers of reading here, and what I really wanted, besides the gay storyline, besides the Anomalous SCP Mobile Task Force, I wanted you guys to get thrown in the deep end of an SCP story, just like a newbie, because most of us, we've been here a while. We all know how this is like a comic book fandom. There's too much to get into, so you got to start somewhere and you got to dive in. Well, this is diving into the deep end. You get in here and you're like, oh, I've got some characters, I got some stuff going on, I've got a mystery, and then I can read the layer above that, then I can read the layer above that. There's so much to chomp on from this little bite of the apple. Yes, Edward! First of all, good to see you in the chat. Thank you for being a member. It does sound like Kingdom Hearts lore, because that's what the SCP Wiki's no canon rule is. We're not much further off base than that craziness. So, I hope you enjoyed this gay relationship, Anomalous Mobile Task Force, part of a series, part of a canon, craziness. You got dumped in the deep end, and you're welcome. I hope you enjoy the Resurrection. Also, one more thing. This was written by the most excellent Harry Blank and Grigori Karpin, two very prominent recent additions to the SCP Wiki who are doing great, great work. Ooh, I need a drink. Junior Researcher HLG, you're right. What's the gay homework? It's time. I've explained yesterday's gay homework. Now you get to see today's gay homework. Today, I am doing something I haven't done all month, and that is I'm recommending something that the Wiki Pride Fest is recommending. I saw it on Twitter. I read it on a lark. I liked it. And now you're getting part of it. What you are reading today for gay homework is UIU file 1993-273. UIU file 1993-273. That's right, people. For gay homework today, we're going to the heart of the United States government. We are reading an article by, help us all, the UI Useless. UIU file 1993-273. Junior Researcher HLG, glad we get that to you before you got to go. Be safe, be well. We'll see you in the next stream. Chaos Goblin Dogs, you are correct. The likes are far beyond the viewer count. I don't know what that happens. I don't know when that happens. It's been a very stream of consciousness stream. And you all are awesome for doing the like count higher than the viewer count. Keep it up and we will drag more people kicking and screaming into the SCP fandom, where they will learn about making art and supporting artists way better than anyone else on the internet. Urakt and Random Studios, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing, as well as I think it was V1 Ultra Kill also subscribed. Junior Researcher Tundra Sherwood. Dr. Sherman, I changed my name in PFP. That's cool, except now I don't know who you are. So Tundra Sherwood, Junior Researcher, please tell me who you were previously so I know the difference. And I'm now pinning the gay homework thanks to Desk. All right, I'm coming back to chat. Kyla, thank you for your donating again. Posting a surprise on Twitter. I'll look for it on Twitter when we get there. Silent Follower, thank you for donating again. Gotta go. Thanks for the extra fun vibes today. Hey, don't thank me. Thank whoever fed the butt ghost 420-J. 789-J plus 420-J, that's a lot, it turns out. Don't forget that Alto Clef, Dr. Clef, will be reading today's gay homework on stream after, when you go to the Desk SCP on Twitch. King As F, thank you for donating 2 Site 42 memberships. We appreciate your service in the battle against the white names. The green names will prevail. Do you like creepypasta? Michael McPeak. I doubt anyone involved in the SCP fandom is not a fan of creepypasta. Even if SCP evolved beyond creepypasta as it grew, at its heart, it's still a creepypasta community, and that it will forever be part of its DNA and the way we're built. Pretty sure the first fandom that did opposite vampire thing was creepypasta, with Slender Mansion being a thing. I've never heard of Slender Mansion. I'll have to check that out. I have a question about the pronouns thing. If an anomaly explicitly tells you its pronouns and gets really ticked off whenever it is referred to an it, does the rule still apply? Intern Tenye, the answer to your question is, I would say 80% of the time, it doesn't matter what the anomaly wants. We will impose its pronouns on it. Now that 20% where we will change depends on the influence of the Pasta Physics Division, which is a subsidiary of the Ethics Committee. Sometimes the Pasta Physics Division dictates that we should feed the anomalies better food, or refer to them as people and use their proper pronouns if supporting their mental health in that way makes it easier to contain them, or makes it so their anomalous abilities won't cause a problem. So, depending on the universe you're in and the strictness of the Foundation, It is possible that we do ethical things like refer to people by their proper pronouns and give them nice food and care. Whichever universe you're in, the level of the foundation strictness scale will change. But in general, we are cold, not cruel, and the general level is cold. So referring to people by it, even though they have human pronouns, it's cold, but not cruel. And we can't humanize anomalies because then we would have to treat them like humans, and humans deserve human rights, which we don't give to anomalies. Pasta physics, who names these departments? Edward, you kid, but read the Pasta Physics Division orientation. It's a Dr. Sumerian tale, and it's real good. It's so good. Like, Sumerian was cooking with that one. Not a pasta physics joke, but a pasta physics joke at the same time. King is F, thank you for donating 2 memberships. I think I already said that. Oh man, the 420-J do be kicking. Black Phoenix, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being insanely generous with that donation. I want you to go to the commissary and tell them you want a baked Australia. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Get a baked Australia from the commissary. They'll know what it is. They'll know what it is, and you will appreciate it. Dr. Sherman, we have a problem. SCP-173 has broken containment again, and other anomalies are on the loose. I've lost contact with my security force superiors. I also can't get in contact with any senior members of staff. What should I do? Listen, 173 is bad at doors. So, get yourself locked in a place where the doors lock, and you should be fine until security gets there. Okay, I got a bunch of chat here that I liked. A division touched by his noodly appendage. Zavod, nice intern Zavod, nice reference to the Pastafarian religion. Do we have a Pastafarian SCP? Is that just SC? Is that just the Fiftus? Are they Pastafarians? Okay, I don't see anything on the wiki that resembles the flying spaghetti monster, but you could enjoy SCP-41-D3N73-J, otherwise known as SCP Al Dente-J. It is very funny, as long as you're not Italian, because if you're Italian, then it's fucking racist. It's just rude. Why do you gotta insult Italians like that? I'm just saying. But, honestly, it's very funny. It's very funny. Where do I find Clef reading gay homework? I've never been on Twitch. Rebecca Strange, thank you for asking. The Twitch account for The Desk is The Desk SCP on Twitch. If you go to Twitch and you just search The Desk SCP, you will find it. It's very easy to find that way. King is F, thank you for your first donation of the stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself a little al dente pasta on your way past the commissary. My favorite SCP scientist. Oh, well, thank you. Much appreciated. We do our best here. Lady Ash, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Alex Pokemon, welcome to Level 1 Researchership here at Site 42. We appreciate your service and your membership. Kyla, thank you for donating again. Hope you like the start of it when you see it. Well, I'll have to take a peek real quick at the Twitters, see what I finds. Let's have a look here on the browser. Hit that button. We're just vibing. I need to learn how to frickin' type and spell when I am high in elevation. I can see that your OC art is getting a lot better. I can see the craft in your art is very much improving. That's just dope. Wolf Dragon dopeness, congratulations on your mad skills. Wish I could draw that good, damn. SCP-OCs all over the place. Another fun Slender Mansion fact. It was infinite. No matter how many joined or left, there always seemed to be just enough rooms for those who resided inside. I'm so tired of infinite spaces. Can't one space be just be finite? Just we can find out what's there and be done? We don't need infinity spaces. It takes so many resources to research that. Onyx the Wonder Moth, thank you for donating again. I returned from dinner. What has transpired in the meantime? That depends on how long it's been since you disappeared. You disappeared at 3:03. It's been 30 minutes. I guess you've missed gay homework and another bunch of ridiculous weirdness. Sounds right. What is the strongest thing in the SCP universe? Well, Intern Phoenix, the answer is clearly SCP-6101. I don't know if you have read SCP-6101, but the very first line of the description of SCP-6101 is SCP-601 SCP-6101 is the most powerful SCP. I mean, how do you argue about that? It's literally in the description. I mean, Edward, strongest thing, not necessarily SCP, but I mean, what's going to be stronger than the strongest SCP? Really? What's going to be the strongest thing other than an SCP? It's not going to be not us. We rule that way. Listening to you while playing Fallout New Vegas, specifically the Dead Money DLC. Wish me luck. Hey, remember the moral. When you leave, you can't take it with you. That's the moral. Don't forget it. Don't use hacks to take all the gold because then you're breaking the moral. It's rude. Fallout fans unite. Make me want to go get my platinum chip. Sally, what are you doing? What are you doing to my heart? The Snorlax onesie. I'm not going to show it yet because it's a work in progress, but I'm not crying, you're crying. Chesta Factory, thank you for donating again. I thought SCP-022-J was the strongest thing. You're very, very funny. You're so funny. Oh my gosh. I laugh at your joke, which is so funny and not infuriating in the least. Not at all. You funny, funny person. You. Chris the Dire Wolf Boy, thank you for donating again. It was so worth donating those memberships to have Boss read the homework. I cannot wait to hear Desk's readout. Fallout Lover, your favorite Fallout game is Fallout New Vegas? Being honest, I am kind of a plebe. Even though I love Fallout New Vegas for its story and characters, which I do a lot. And I mean, I have a literal platinum chip for a reason. But Fallout 4 just feels so good as a runaround shooter. And I like all of the mods and making it a little more complex and running around pew-pew-pewing. So I am a simpleton. I prefer the story of Fallout New Vegas, but it really feels good to play Fallout 4. Even if the story is lackluster at best. Kyla, thank you for donating again. Tagged you in the 2 on my Twitter. Oh, you've got more tags. Oh no. Oh no, your sketch is Dr. Sherman as a Snorlax. Oh, that's crazy. That's on its way to being incredible. I don't know how to even emotionally deal with that. That's cool. Dr. Shermlax, you're right, Edward. You're right, Frogman. So what would the Foundation be doing in the Fallout universe, given FEV and radiation redefined normalcy? Banana Lord, that is a great question. And my answer for you? We would just be the Brotherhood of Steel. I mean, the Brotherhood of Steel is just the SCP Foundation mixed with the Global Occult Coalition. It is the Foundation's research and hoarding of technology, and the GOCs going on the attack. That is exactly what we would be in that universe, because obviously there are less groups of interest in a crazy, busy Fallout world. Sosa, you're a boring person with unfunny jokes, and I hope you learn to interact with people in public in a socially acceptable way that allows you to not have a loser life for losers. Da 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 na 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 na. .007N7. I see your tagged post, and I want you to be warned. Honestly, I'm a little hesitant to show your post because it shows your face, and you seem to be a young person. And being exposed to the dire threats of the internet is a dangerous game. I highly warn against anyone doing what I do because you have to be ridiculously bulletproof for the people who are mean to you on the internet. Yeah, they're all losers, but even losers saying a lot of bad things a lot can be rough. So, be cautious of your wants when posting your face and things on the internet, people. Desk is going to do me the favor of an edit. I would gladly show the Meryl. It is the face that I want to avoid on a YouTube channel with 1 million subs. I apologize. I gotta have a little bit of a protectivism of our Site 42 fam on the off chance some of these douchebags we keep blocking in the chat get antsy. We secure, we contain, and we protect, and that means we secure and we contain and protect you guys too. We're doing our best here. This is the untold Wild West of the internet, the broken masquerade where everyone is able to show up and do bad things. So that is all. Desk is going to give me a little screen cap edit out. I want to show the Pokemon. I don't want to cause things to be attacking you. It is a worry of my place here as a prominent person. I know that you're saying your face is being shown. I just got to be careful. I got to be careful where I am. I appreciate your understanding in this matter. It's just a moral wall I have to handle as a content creator at this size. And while Desk is doing that censoring, Chris the Dire Wolf Boy, thank you for donating again. Dr. Sherman, are you actually the Digimon Dr. Sherman? I am sure that I am a man, which is why my name is Sherman. I am not a monster or anomalous, which is why I am not Sherman. That is, I am so non-anomalous, as is my pen. So yeah, that is, I am Dr. Sherman, not Dr. Sherman. For sure not anomalous. I'm just your regular, average day site director and researcher at Site 42. That is... Kyla, thank you for donating again. We'll keep adding details to it. One SCP-999? Well, an SCP-999 Pokemon next to a Dr. Sherman Pokemon sounds pretty cool. I can't lie. Can't lie, that sounds adorable. Chase, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a turkey leg on your way past the commissary. Well, hello, Dr. Sherman. It's your friendly dimension-hopping agent here. I have now ended up aboard the starship USS Enterprise NCC-1701. I must say this is getting annoying and interesting. That's a lot. Most of our foundations are not space capable. It is a rare SCP universe that is in a future that is doing the whole space race thing. So you're kind of on your own in that one, unless you can get back on your own. I wish you the best of luck. That's a dangerous place you've ended up in. Although I do like a little Star Trek now and again, and at least the Federation is close to our morality. Could be worse, that's all I'm saying. Onyx the Wonder Moth, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. No, it's not your first donation. What am I doing? It's the 420-J. Don't mind me. I'm a little... They gave the butt ghost. SCP-420-J. What am I supposed to do here? What am I supposed to live? Am I supposed to die? Am I supposed to have a crisis of identity? Who am I? I've given my life to the Foundation. What did I get in return? I'm here? Teaching interns? Teaching janitors? Sometimes D class get in this staff. Chat. Coffee saved me from a crisis. Iced coffee. Round 2. 2 coffee. 2 furious. We're not done yet. We're not done. Time check. We are at the 2-hour mark of this stream, which means we have 1 hour left. And that means I have 1 hour not to have an existential crisis. I'll do that when I get back to my dormitory. That's for later. Ojix Animations, you are 2 hours late, and so I will be telling your supervisor for that. You need to be more punctual. I mean, yeah, no, on a day like this, it's fine. It's fine. We're all a little loopy after we gave the butt ghost the good. And it coughed it all over every sink and toilet in the facility. Show us your SCP-999 plush, please. Well, Hazmaz, I already did that. But I'll do it again for 5 membership donos. 5 membership donos on the track, and I'll bring the 999 plushie back. Ha! There we go. He was going to teach about SCPs, but then he got high. He was going to decommission the D class, but he got high. Now Abel's broken containment, and I know why. Why, man? Hey, yeah, cause he got high. Cause he got high. Cause he got high. La-da-da-da-da-da. Thank you, Desk. Thank you for living in the moment. For reading the room. Chris the Dire Wolf Boy, thank you for donating again. You got of a higher elevation? Yes. A higher elevation was reached. That is true. The more I'm in these streams, the more I realize that I really need to not reread the same tales over and over again. Silly boy, I agree with you. You gotta diversify your portfolio. You gotta get in on the stonks of new SCP stories, of SCP stories across from the beaten path. You gotta make sure that when the stonks of the classics get high, that you are on board, but then when they fall, you're ready to join the new story stonks. That's all there is to it. Chris the Dire Wolf Boy, I asked for 5 donos and you gave me 10. Everybody who gets a membership from Chris the Dire Wolf Boy, thank Chris for the memberships that you just received. Meanwhile, Chris, you were the one who did that single-handedly, so I'll give you this. I assume you did it for the 999 plushie, but of the other anomalies that I already have in the room, the Snorlaxi, the Munchlax, the GUI 999, or the other anomalies that I have in containment, which ones do you want to see? I'll go get a second one for you, Chris, since you did that. Desk, you monster. You monster person. While Chris decides what other anomaly I need to show off, while Desk very hardly tries to implement a suggestion, 007N7 has been edited by Desk, and Desk's edit is fan-fucking-tastic. Here is the mural, along with some clefening. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, well, I will show off the 999 plushie while Chris decides what the second anomaly is, and Desk heavily tries to influence Chris as to what the anomaly should be. Here is the requested visit of the SCP-999 plushie. It is back. It is still fuzzy. It is still a marketable plushie. Hey, Desk, will you look at scpstore.org and see if these are still for sale? Because I do not honestly know right now if this is still for sale or not. But if it is, this just became a hashtag not sponsored stream. Because James is not giving me any money for selling these. We love James and we love scpstore.org, but I am showing this off for free right now. And I think I deserve a cut. But if I said that, I might get Ronald Reagan cut up while talking. And so I gotta be careful. I do not want to get SCP-1981 during this. Desk, you shared the link. Does that mean they're still on sale? They're still on sale. These are available for you. $22 plus shipping. This exists, and you can purchase it. Chris the Dire Wolf Boy is saying that Desk's requests is active. So I was asked by Chris the Dire Wolf Boy and Desk, due to those donated memberships, to get the There Be Dragons box. SCP-1762 incoming on the stream. So, stay with Dr. Chair for a minute. I'll be right back. Is this what you wanted to see? Is this what you wanted to see? You wanted to see this? You wanted to see? You wanted to see this? This is what you asked for? We're all incredibly at a higher elevation due to SCP-420-J being thrown through the entire site by the butt ghost, and you want to bring everyone down with this. This is what you asked for. Emotional damage. This is what you wanted. See? See how unwell they are? Because of what we did with our experiments? We're the bad guys, people. Don't forget. The monsters in the dark is us. This one's a little more alive, but not very. Cool. Now we're all sad. Thank you, Desk. If you want to know what we did to them, you can read the SCP-1762 article. The SCP-1762 article is right there. Desk is dropping lore. Desk was folding. Desk made that box and folded all of the dragons by hand. And I showed up in a Desk live, and Desk hid the box incredibly aggressively, I guess, to make sure I wouldn't see it before he sent it my way. Oh my, I have got some donations to catch up on. Aye, aye, aye. Christadar Wolfboy, thank you for donating again to validate Desk's requests. Mentally Lost, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a plate of corned beef hash. Extra, extra, extra crispy on your way past the commissary. Smoke 3 rolls of 420-J. Now I can see in 674 dimensions. I also ate everything in the cafeteria and heading over to storage for more snacks. Hey, hey, hey. That does sound like the theme of the day. You are forgiven. Kyla, thank you for donating again. Oh, you added an SCP-999 to the thing. You are really fast at the sketching. You are doing this live on stream. Oh, okay, you haven't posted it. You just said you did. Okay. I was lost. I refreshed it and it didn't refresh. Christadar Wolfboy, thank you for donating to validate Dr. Chair's storytelling. I hope that it was a very good story that I missed, as well as giving the original origami gems to eat. Give the origami gems to eat. You want to eat the dragons? I think that's an even bigger sacrilege than what we did to them. Oh my word. And Onyx the Wandermoth. The Wanderer is depressed now. Me too, buddy. We all need a little coffee to come back from that emotional damage. $50 more gifted memberships, and tomorrow's Site 42 office hours will just be 3 hours of Dr. Chair. I can't commit to that on a Friday. I can commit to that on a Monday. If you want 3 hours of months of Dr. Chair, you can donate 50 memberships. But I warn you, it will be 3 hours of Dr. Chair. I don't recommend it. As much as I appreciate Dr. Chair's stories, I feel like I am still part of this stream at the end of the day. Oh, okay, I see it in the replies now. Kyla, thank you for donating again to clarify. Dr. Shermlax plus SCP-999. Hot diggity dang. I cannot say that is not adorable. Dr. Ledoux, thank you for being a member. Hey, Dr. Sherman, I tried asking for a baked Australian at the cafeteria, but I think the guy was new. Now I'm stuck with an instance of SCP-3477, who's spaced out on 420-J. Where should I put it? Listen, you can't ask for what I'm giving the extremely generous donation people. What I'm offering them is for their extremely generous donations. If you ask for the same thing, obviously the commissary staff will pretend to not know what you're talking about. That's part of like the give and take of the donationary economy at the commissary. Chris the Dire Wolf Boy, thank you for donating again. I meant to give the dragons origami gems to eat. Oh. Give the drag... Well... I don't know if you know this, but the dragons aren't eating very much these days. It's, There were some problems. That's all. That's all I'll say. There were some problems. I have read the dragons, yet I feel no remorse. We just did what we normally do, what we are meant to do, and we do what is best for humanity, even if it causes great harm for some. I agree completely. In my mind, even if my heart hurts. We will secure, we will contain, we will protect. That story makes you want to join the GOC. Junior Researcher HLG, they kill more anomalies than we do any day of the week. That's a bad plan. You're doing the opposite of what you want. Unless you want to destroy anomalies. That is against Foundation protocol, so I don't approve of it. Oh my gosh, I found Mr. SCP Man. Haven't seen you in a while, got worried. Marnie, intern Marnie, good to see you in the chat. Reminder, we have been streaming daily for 2 months and 12 days. The streak remains unbroken. Since we hit 1 million subs, we're just like, hey, let's stream. Let's go see the people where they are. And it's been going real good. So we're going to keep the streak going as well as we can in the meantime. And while we're at the 45 minutes left in stream mark, for those who need a time check, let me remind you while we're here today. Number one, there is the story headline of this stream, which is that someone thought it was a great idea to feed SCP-789-J, codename the Butt Ghost, the ghost that lives in toilets and steals your butt. And they fed it SCP-420-J. You know, the good. And unfortunately, they did not take into account that the butt ghost is in a toilet, and the toilet's linked to the other sheds, bathrooms, and toilets in the facility, so when it coughed, everyone ended up at a higher elevation than before, should I say. Good news, all the anomalies are super at a higher elevation, therefore they are not breaching containment. That's very nice. Also, you should remember your gay homework, which is pinned. UIU file 1993-273, codename something like Wichita Doppelgangers. And that is the gay homework. It's a UIU file. And it's pretty good. It's pretty good gay homework. And of course, if you didn't know and you just made it to this part of the stream, then reminder, advertising, Dr. Sherman is traveling in the summer to MetroCon Tampa. And at MetroCon Tampa, you will find on Friday, July 25th at 12 p.m., the SCP Foundation meetup hosted by Dr. Sherman from Site 42, Panel Room 12425, XL Open Space, Friday, July 25th, 12 p.m. to 12:50. We are having an IRL meetup. And so, if you like the SCP Foundation and you are anywhere capable of getting to Tampa the last weekend in July, I'll see you there. I'll have a bunch of free merch to give away. courtesy of Toe King Studios on Etsy, our community premier merch creator. Makes all these super dope pins and stickers and patches. People love them. And by people, I mean me. Hi, what is your favorite SCP? Lo-Fi Nico. I always tell you my favorite SCPs at the end of stream, which is approximately 40 minutes from now. So, you can stick around that long if you want to hear it. It's kind of a tradition around these parts. Otherwise, you can just cheat by going to a previous stream, because that I do it at the end of every stream, so you'll see them there too. It's all good. Oh, and as a reminder, The Desk, SCP on Twitch, will be hosting a reading of today's gay homework by Dr. Alto Clef. And so if you want to see that, then you can go there after I'm done today. Should be a good time. Chris the Direwolf Boy, thank you for donating again. I taste colors, see sounds, and hear smells. Mood. K-Man Savage. Intern K-Man Savage asks, what's the biggest SCP? I don't really know what the biggest SCP, I mean, there's so many of them, it's hard to tell. But at least my best guess is it's SCP-5909. Because SCP-5909 is a shrimp that is 2.1 light years in length. Now, all of the infinite things we have on Earth, the fish that just goes on forever, the infinite loop fish, 5320, SCP-3000, which seems to be infinite, SCP... Infinite IKEA. All of these things are located on Earth. Maybe not the IKEA. The IKEA is in another dimension. But all of the infinite fish and all the infinite spaces are trapped on Earth somehow. And so, if they're really infinite, then why aren't they taking up the entire planet? Desk. Desk, you are made of mahogany and you burn. If I missaid that it's a loop fish, you heard it because I am under the effects of an anomaly that makes me speak incorrectly sometimes. That is the only reason. The fish is not a loop. 5320 is not a loop. It is long, but it has an end and it has a tail. But as I was saying, all of the infinity anomalies on Earth don't take up enough space to overrun humanity, which means they are not 2.1 light years in length. That shrimp, 5909, is obviously the biggest anomaly. It has to be. SCP-5909 is the biggest anomaly. That is my final answer until I am corrected later. Now let's all get drunk at work. Amen. Amber, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself a whole pizza to eat just for you on your way past the commissary. Random SCP recommendation, 4814, codename Woodpecker. Short, delightful body horror featuring an Ambos restaurant supplier. By the way, hi. Well, hello. And 4814 Woodpecker, huh? 4814. The error around 4814. All right, I gotta get this. Hold on, I gotta get this Wii music out of line for a bit. I've had enough Wii channel. I'm going back to the Purple Galaxy. Need a break from the Wii channel. Woodpecker is a collective designation for 9 trees that are biologically similar to standard human women in all manners except form. Each is approximately 2 meters in diameter and 6 meters tall. Radiography confirms the presence of functioning human organs, some instances possessing multiples of each. Ah! Why? Oh no. Oh no, the trees are pregnant. Why are the trees women pregnant? Why? Why does Ambrose need that? Okay, I'm so confused. Oh no, I'm freaking out, man. The God Emperor of Mankind as a member, thank you for your membership. Do you think they scream? I would not doubt that. I feel like those trees definitely scream. Charlie 10 Pro, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself some Brenner on your way past the commissary. That's breakfast for dinner. It's Brenner. If the Doctor from Doctor Who was an SCP, how would he be contained? Not a he. Not a he. The Doctor is an it. It's anomalous. It's an alien. So it is an it, not a he. Anomalies are objects, not people. Please practice proper pronoun parlance protocols at the Foundation. Thank you. If the Doctor from Doctor Who was a SCP, how would it be contained? Listen, if I knew that, it would be in a box. Everyone here is familiar with the Pandorica. The Pandorica was a box specially made to be paradox-proof to contain the Doctor. And still, it managed to time travel its way out of an impossible paradox. And I don't know if you know this if you're only a TV watcher, but there was a second Pandorica. There was a second Pandorica that it also managed to break out of. It was in the books or the radio plays. I don't remember. Long story short, the Doctor is a dictator. But we'll find a way. We'll do it. What's your opinion on the Global Occult Coalition? Cool kids are awesome. Intern cool kids are awesome. My opinion on the Global Occult Coalition is that they suck. They're a big group of gawk suckers. GOC suckers. Gawk suckers. They destroy anomalies, and they shouldn't do that, and I think they're stupid. The Unstable Broadcast, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a cookie on your way past the commissary. I smoked a pound of 420-J. Well, we've all been exposed, so we're all in the same boat today. Chris the Dire Wolf Boy, thank you for donating twice. First to How, and second, the Doctor from Doctor Who is trans. And I don't begrudge that for them. That's one of the things I don't care about for it. I'm fine with it being a whatever it wants to be as long as what it is contained. Do you see the bodies in the water? Hazmaz, we can all see the bodies in the water. What you're not supposed to do is recognize them. Get it straight. Wouldn't Doctor Who be gender fluid? Well, first of all, when you change back and forth like that a bunch, you are gender fluid, which is a subsidiary of trans. It's like a kind, it's a subcategory. Meanwhile, if it were gender fluid, it would have been that universe where all of the people were being transformed into liquids. I remember that episode of Doctor Who, and the Doctor did not get transformed into liquid. Time check, we were at the 30-minute mark of stream. We are 30 minutes from the end of stream. What is the creepiest SCP to you? Intern Cayman Savage. The SCP I find to be the most mortifying, the one that gives me nightmares at night, is SCP-2718. What happens after? 2718, I need it to not be real. I need it to not be real. Because, oh my shit, 2718 is horrifying. Chris the Direwolf Boy, thank you for donating again. I don't recognize the bodies in the chat. Let the bodies hit 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 the chat! Kyla, thank you for donating again. Hopefully it looks good. It's finished for now. Oh my gosh, the coloration. The coloration. Even more. Dr. Shermlax and SCP-99 Holy heckamon. That's insanity. That is so cute. Caden Cat, thank you for being a member. Are my comments going through? Well, this is the first one of your comments that I have seen. So if they are coming through, this is at least that one that I have seen. Mr. House, are you asking if you're an SCP? Because as Desk pointed out, you are an anomaly because you are a body that's being sustained through non-proper scientific means. But you are not an SCP because you're not on the SCP database because we don't steal things from other anomalies. Look at the people/likes. Oh, hell yeah. Site42 staff, give yourselves a hand in the chat. You have double the likes to view count. You have overshadowed yourselves greatly. Congratulations. This is how we steal people from the shorts algorithm and pull them into the SCP fandom, kicking and screaming. We make sure that they learn how to secure and contain and protect. That's how we do it. And you have 27 minutes to triple it. So if you keep hitting that like button, maybe we'll have triple the likes by the time we're done. We should make a task force dedicated to the creepypasta characters. I'd be down to research all of them for a personal library of mine. Well, Charger, that's a great... The thing is, I don't know how many creepypastas characters there are in the SCP-verse. But hey, a task force would be useful to find out, so I can't say I don't like the idea. I like being thorough. Oh, SCP 729-J. Oh, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a big handful of almonds on your way past the commissary. Hi, Doctor. Are you of a higher elevation than usual? if you read the title of the stream and you looked at today's short, you would see why the whole site is in a bit of a predicament today. Just a little. Lady Ash, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Please get yourself a plate of pizza rolls on your way past the commissary. Just a gift from nobody. Nobody? Nobody's in the facility? How did nobody get in this chat? Where's our security? No, we need to catch nobody. They're probably already gone. Damn it. For those who don't know, nobody is a person of interest in the Foundation universe, a body hopper, mercenary type. It's a whole thing. No, not nobody as in Odysseus. It's not Odysseus. It's not Odysseus. Come on. Kyla, thank you for donating again. And iced coffee, a ghost ice type next to 999 Chew. Is that what that is? Was that iced coffee ghost type? Oh, that's adorable. That's wonderful. I thought that was a tinier 999. I was confused. Thank you for clarifying. That was very cute. Renee Darden, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Silly Boy. Dr. Sherman, do you have any recommendations for GOIs that are similar to Dr. Wondertainment or Herman Fuller's Circuits of the Disquieting so I can expand my knowledge of different groups of interest? Silly boy, I'm going to do you one better. I just want you to go to the group of interest classification page on the wiki. Because there, literally, they are all listed and you can run them down. Because, oh my gosh, do we have too many groups of interest. And unfortunately, I would have said Dr. Wondertainment and Herman Fuller were the peas in a pod there. So if I had to add a third one to their list, I would say Vikander Need Technical Media. Because Victim, as they're nicknamed very cleverly, is an anomalous television broadcast studio and media company. So they are making anomalous things in a very similar way to Dr. Wondertainment and Herman Fuller Circus. So Vikander Need Technical Media is the way I think you're going to want to go. But also, just hit the GOI list. You'll find some good stuff, man. Foxpacks & Co., thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself some chocolate malt balls on your way past the commissary. Good news, Dr. Sherman. It appears the GOC has lost interest after the EMP incident last week. Oh, hallelujah, amen. Let's get those gawk suckers out of there, and then we can get the anomalies contained ourselves. There we go. Chris the Dire Wolf Boy, thank you for donating again. I didn't see why 2718 is supposed to be horrifying. Are you kidding me? After you die, you are still fully conscious as all of your atoms deteriorate and separate, and you feel infinite pain across infinite spaces as your atoms separate, but you still feel everything. Very similar to how demons are retired in the Good Place universe, where your essence is ladled with a flaming hot ladle across the surfaces of infinity stars. Yeah, you're right, Foxpacks. I guess horror is subjective. But I don't know how you cannot find that horrifying. Cicadas on pause. Welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. CP to Frogman. 2747 is a very dense work that I find it difficult to even find a doorway to get into. So if you've got a good way for me to find a way into understanding the lore of that anomaly, I would welcome it, because it's something that seems like everyone gets and everyone knows about, and I just don't even know where to start with that anomaly. So if you got a way, I'm interested in hearing about it. Dr. Travis, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a blueberry waffle on your way past the commissary. And you didn't message anything, so I'll keep an eye out for your name, but thank you for donating regardless. Fox Pax, thank you for donating again. The best part about the incident is that the GOC had to try and cover up the blackout that happened because of the EMP. Yeah, they are a blunt instrument to be best, so I am happy to hear them struggling, and I hope they do better in the future. Gawk suckers. 3-year XD, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a pixie stick on your way past the commissary. Lil Artist Boy, hey, what's with the glasses, you ask? Well, thank you for being a member, as well as you, Dr. Travis. Thank you for donating again and adding a message this time. Hello, how are you, Dr. Sherman? What have I missed? Well, what I will tell you is we are 17 minutes from the end of stream. We are just closing up, but what has happened today? Number one, someone had the bright idea to give SCP-789-J, codename the Butt Ghost, a dash of SCP-420-J, which was all fun and games at a minute until it turns out that the Butt Ghost is in a toilet, which is attached to the entire plumbing system of the facility. And so when it, the good, it came out of every toilet and sink and pipe in the facility. And so everyone is a little bit inebriated at the moment, a little higher in elevation if you read me. That being said, we're doing our best to deal with the scenario as we can. On top of which, if you didn't hear, we're going to be live in SCP Meetup Town, Tampa, Florida, MetroCon, July 25th, if you're going to be there and not be square. Unlike 055, which is not a sphere. If you want to come visit a real-life SCP meetup, where I will be hosting MetroCon Tampa, 12 o'clock noon on July 25th. SCP Foundation meetup hosted by Dr. Sherman from Site 42. It is a legitimate panel. This is official. At the convention, we will be there. So I'm going to keep making sure that in the next month you guys know about it so you don't miss it if you want to go. Back to the chat. 3-year XD, thank you for donating again. Wait, what happens when 073 and 076 meet? They fight, but because 073 can't be harmed, 076-2 gets really butthurt about it and then whines a whole bunch. Chris the Dire Wolf Boy, thank you for a ridiculously generous donation right here at the end of stream. Holy hell. Okay, I know this isn't your first donation, but by your generosity, I need to say, I want you to wander upstairs to the second floor gymnasium in Sector 7. And there, I want you to go where we store the mats for the not at all existent SCP Fight Club that totally doesn't exist, and there's no rule against not talking about it because it totally doesn't exist, so we would have nothing to talk about. And you go where we store the mats for this non-existent thing, and you're going to find a trap door. And when you find that trap door, I want you to don't open it. Don't open it. Don't open it. No, they're very scared. Knock on it. And you got to do the good guy knock, which is you have to do it right. You have to go and let them do the 2 bits. Let them do the 2 bits. And then when they can trust you, they'll let you in. And then you have a good afternoon, evening, whatever your time zone is. You're gonna have a good time. Thank you again for your ridiculous generosity. I basically made an OC that experienced that on top of a big bang to the face. And now the void constantly wants to pull it back into the void whenever it gets out of the void and into a separate universe. It experiences 2718 every time it gets pulled back into the void. I hate that. I hate every bit of that. That sounds horrible to me, and I don't know how to deal with that emotionally. Can't imagine being pulled apart at the cellular level that often. I mean, then you can't hug every cat. That's rough, buddy. The Masked. Thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself some M&Ms on your way past the commissary. Have you heard about SCP-41-D3N73-J and SCP-4055-J? Funny story, I actually mentioned SCP-41-D3N73-J on the stream earlier, and I find it quite racist as an Italian. But honestly, it's a really funny article. I haven't heard of 4055-J, though. So I'm going to look that up real quick. Oh, no. SCP-4055-J. Codename Ugly Dog. Special containment procedures. Due to the relatively recent discovery and widespread habitat of SCP-0455-J, codename Ugly Dog, full containment is not possible at this time. Domestication attempts are to continue as a septum-level priority of the Foundation. Object class, Keter. Description: SCP-4055-J is an extremely hostile breed of dog. Its diet consists of garbage, and it is a hairless, prehensile tail. SCP-4055-J instances regard humans with extreme contempt and will violently resist all attempts at domestication. Alki the Robloxian. I beg to differ, because I agree with this documentation that is, in fact, an ugly dog. That dog does not look like all the other dogs. That dog is, in fact, an ugly dog. I am surprised at such an anomalous doggo existing. The Forest Eye says, that's a possum. You need to work on your typing. I know you're saying that's awesome, but I don't agree. I don't think that's awesome. I think it's horrifying. And it's fair for the classification of that anomaly to be what it is. I mean, you could say it is awesome and that I am in awe of how horrified I am of it. It is a level of horror that means that I am in awe of it. So that's fair. I think I get where you're coming from. You're right, Chaos Goblin Dog. That is not a dog. It is An ugly dog. Chris the Dire Wolf Boy, thank you for donating again to clarify that looks like a possum. I mean, as I said, I do think it looks awesome. I agree with you. I am in awe of how horrified I am at how ugly that dog is. But look at the document. It says it's an ugly dog. What do you want me to do? It is logistically, scientifically documented that dog is ugly as hell. That's all I know. Read the database. It's right there. Holy shit. Junior researcher Sally with the last minute art drop. Wait. Before I go into this, Aoki the Robloxian, did you lose your green name midstream? Holy hell. You have been demoted due to your neglecting of the ugly dog, your ugly dog trutherism. That's as far as I can tell what happened. I had nothing to do with it. The universe is obliging us right now. But okay, Junior Researcher Sally just dropped the finish of... Oh my god. They're so sleepy. They're so sleepy. What are we even supposed to do with our emotions in this moment? Incredible. Incredible, Junior Researcher Sally. I don't even know how to cope. Maybe if I were not entirely at such a higher elevation right now, I would be more cogent, but my word. Chris the Dire Wolf Boy, thank you for donating again to say, go, aww. Well, I will. Aww. That is quite adorable. Time check, chat. We have 5 minutes left in this stream. 5 minutes, which means we are coming to the end. Is there anything I have not finished up on? I need to make sure I got all ducks in a row before we finish up. Dr. Pepper Dragon, thank you for your first donation of today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself some Dr. Pepper flavored jelly beans on your way past the commissary. The leaky pipe in the sub-level 6 break room wall vented 420-J into the room. We've consumed all the snacks in the cabinets and the sodas in the fridge. As long as you have not taken the snacks from the top of the microwave. SCP-5320 dictates if we take the snacks from the top of the microwave, then the Wi-Fi stops working. Please tell me you left the offering on the microwave. That's all that matters. Dr. Travis, thank you for donating again. I have a challenge in my channel if anyone wants to participate. Well, if anyone feels like they feel like doing that, then that is their prerogative to challenge. After all, in the words of Stinko Man, are you asking for a challenge? Chris the Dire Wolf Boy, thank you for donating again. SCP-682-J versus SCP-682. Well, obviously the super bestest lizard wins that round. After all, 682-J is the super bestest lizard. Or from Clef, it's time for a skip battle! Nice. Hey, Dr. Sherman, how's the cake today? I'll have you know, the other day, when there was a really sad stream for reasons that were very sad, me and my roommates in the dormitories, obviously here at Site 42, in the dormitories here, we decided to take comfort by watching SCP Pirates of the Caribbean, a certain film that was very good. And in that film, I got inspired to purchase some Florida Man desserts known as rum cakes. Hashtag not sponsored by Tortuga Rum Cakes. And it turns out you can order those overnight, which I did not know, and I should not have the power to do that. And so the cake at my dormitory, at least right now, is very good. Very good. Dun-na-na. Weird Core, you say you tagged me in a drawing. Where did you tag me in a drawing? On which app? Maybe you should tag Desk so Desk can send it my way. Because I do not know where to find it, man. The Thomas, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself some candy cigarettes on your way past the commissary. Happy to report that the recruitment drive at Comic-Con this weekend led to about 60 new members in the Dutch SCP branch. Hell yeah, my friendo. Way to bring us some new recruits. We always need new recruits at the Foundation. That's why I'm hosting an SCP meetup at MetroCon in Tampa on July 25th. Because I'll be there. And we need to get more SC people out there. Super cool people, I'd like to call them. Da-na, da-da-da-da-da, da-na, na-na-na-na. Chris the Dire Wolf Boy, thank you for donating again. I've had ketchup bourbon barrel cake. It was good. I mean, I've had bourbon in a lot of things, so I'm familiar with that, but I've never heard of a ketchup bourbon cake. I'm curious, at least. I like to try anything once. Rebel Commander, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself some milk duds on your way past the commissary. After this month, can gay homework be trans homework? Well, I mean, Pride Month is LGBTQ, so the trans homework is part of gay homework. That is the month we celebrate. It's a whole combined social thing. I want to keep it together. That way there's a unified front. That reminds me, my Mobile Task Force OC is trans. Very nice, Dr. Kami. Kentucky bourbon. Okay, that's so much better, Chris the Dire Wolf Boy. I'm so glad to hear that's Kentucky bourbon cake and not ketchup bourbon cake. That did have me horrified. I was going to have an open mind, but I was scared. And Site 42 staff, that is the 1 hour and 80, or that is the 180 minute mark. That is 3 hours. We have made it to the end of stream. And hopefully some of us are sobering up a little bit. So, with that, as always, at the end of stream, I tell you my favorite SCPs. It's a tradition around these parts. Now, I'm not going to say the SCPs I wrote are my favorite SCPs. That would be cheating. Of course, I love my SCPs. And if you want to read the SCPs I wrote, you can go to the Sherm's author page in Site 42 Hub on the SCP Wiki. There you can see all the SCPs I wrote, as well as contributed to in other ways like voice work or sound effects, as well as there you'll see some direct donation links. You can become a Site42 patron, a YouTube channel member, a one-time donation through a super chat, or a Ko-Fi. Any way you want to directly donate to the Site42 cause, I appreciate you greatly. And even if you can't donate, turns out that as long as you're here in the chat, liking the stream, sharing the stream, watching and liking our videos, watch time, subscribing, all that good YouTube business, you are a member of Mobile Task Force Sci-42, codename the Signal Boosters. Our mission? To be the universal hype squad for the SCP community. SCP authors, artists, filmmakers, game devs, we help them all out. We want to make sure that they get more eyes on them, more support, both morale-wise and financial-wise, so that they make bigger products and they always come back to the SCP community because we're always supportive. We want to be the furries of the fandom community. We want to make sure our people get paid and seen and supported. That's how we get bigger SCP films and games like the ones I want to see in the world. So I appreciate you, Mobile Task Force Sci-42, Signal Boosters. We're all in this together. Chris the Dire Wolfboy, thank you for donating during the outro. Who is sober and why does he have my cake? I gotcha. I see what you did there. That's funny. Now, my favorite SCPs, in no particular order, are SCP-3999, SCP-3043, SCP-008-J, SCP-Spooky-J, SCP-5031, SCP-5320, SCP-5175, SCP-5320, SCP-5031, SCP-8980, trigger warning. Let me try that again. 3999-3043-008-J, Spooky-J, 5031, 5320, 5175, 8980. Content warning on the last one. Woo! Nailed it. Now some last minute stream stuff. Weirdcore. I did not see your art, but you're saying it's on your YouTube page. I'll peek at it real quick and see if it's stream appropriate. I'll do my best. I am wilding out here in the last minutes of stream. I'm doing my best. Oh, wow. I look so sassy. I look so grumpy. That's funny. I appreciate this greatly. That's good. Over the sunglasses like, what? What? What do you want? Excuse me? Excuse me? Haha, that's pretty funny. Now, reminders for the end of stream. Number 1, Desk, you just told me that you're going to go meet the real Dr. Gears on his stream. We're rating Dr. Gears's SCP, or not SCP, D&D stream. The actual author of Dr. Gears, codename actually Dr. Gears, is going to... that's where Desk is going after Desk reads. All right, out of order, out of order. The whole system's out of order. The system is down. After this stream, you go to the Desk SCP on Twitch. And that is where Desk is going to read the gay homework in character as Dr. Alto Clef. That is where you're going on. You're going to the Desk SCP on Twitch. You're not going to forget that we're doing a live meetup at MetroCon Tampa on the 25th of July. You're not going to forget that. You're going to do the gay homework. UIU Final, File, 1993-273, codename Wichita Doppelgangers. You're going to follow Desk to his Twitch stream, where he will read the gay homework on your behalf, and then you will go to Dr. Gears's Dungeons & Dragons stream. We are covering all our bases. We will make sure that we know what we're doing at all times. Do you have any questions, chat? Did we cover all our bases? Gay homework, IRL meetup, Desk stream, Dr. Gears afterwards, gay homework, favorite SCPs. I covered everything. Did I miss anything? The Masked. We need fan art of Dr. Sherman arguing with SCP Al Dente-J, the racist sentient pasta. I would absolutely adore some fan art of me arguing with SCP Al Dente-J. That is so funny. Weird Core, go back in the stream about 5 minutes. We did see your art and highlighted. It was very good. We had a good laugh over my sassiness. Chris the Dire Wolf Boy, thank you for donating again. Glory to Milk Cheesus, SCP-6542, I agree. Dr. Travis, thank you for a last-minute donation. I appreciate it at the last second there. And now, after a very long and chaotic outro, after a very long and chaotic stream, everyone sober up. We'll be doing a coffee break tomorrow. I'll see you there. Be safe, be well, and as always, secure, contain, protect. Good night, my angel. Time to close your eyes and save these questions for another day. I think I know what you've been asking me. I think you know what I've been trying to say. I promised I would never leave you, and you should always know, wherever you may go, no matter where you are, I never will be far away. Good night, my angel. Now it's time to dream, and dream how wonderful your life will be. Someday your child may cry, and if you sing this lullaby, then in your heart there will always be a part of me. Someday we'll all be gone, but lullabies go on and on. They never die, that's how you and I will be. The credit song is Lullaby by Billy Joel. Go visit Desk's stream. The gay homework is pinned in the link. Secure, contain, protect.